All right, well, there's a new dating trend that's catching on, and it's leading to a lot of broken hearts.
Yeah, it's called snowstorming. And Bela Gandhi, founder of the Smart Dating Academy, is here to explain what is going on this winter. Welcome back to the show, Bella. Always nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, snowstorming. I definitely have not heard of this one. Snowstorming. What is it?
It's like the opposite of cuffing season, right?
Okay.
Snowstorming is like a blizzard. You're creating a lot of turbulence. So instead of settling for somebody and cuffing yourself to somebody like Mr. Right now, it's the opposite. That you're going to say, you know what, this relationship is not serving me. It's not right for me. I'm just going to cut it off and create a blizzard, a snowstorm.
Cause all sorts of problem and be like, it wasn't me. I don't know.
It could be that it wasn't me, or it could be, you know what, I've had enough of your stuff for the last 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. Peace out, I'm out. I'm snowstorming you.
All right, all right.
I'm going to go date myself for a while.
Yes.
Sounds good. So, Bella, we are actually in the dead of winter, and you mentioned this, otherwise known as cuffing season. So when people try to find a new partner, so what is leading to this change of heart now all of a sudden?
Look, people post-COVID, they want to find someone new. And I think singles are prioritizing themselves and finding the right person. So instead of settling for Mr. or Miss Right now, people are saying, I'm looking for Mr. Right. Being on my own and happy is better than being with the wrong person and miserable.
Well, talk about some of the signs that a relationship may be a toxic one. Because, you know, oftentimes you're so close to something, you just can't see it.
When you feel like you're walking on eggshells around somebody, when you feel like you're criticized all the time, you're being treated unfairly, if you feel scared to use your voice, right? And most importantly, do you just sit in the garage by yourself in the car because you don't want to go inside? You feel better on your own than you're with your partner. These are all signs, you know, in addition to 127 other signs that you might be in a toxic relationship.
Yeah, the garage is a...
You're relieved to be
That's a
left
clear
alone.
Sign.
All right. So
That's
Bella,
a clear
how can
sign. I'm
someone
better
tell...
in my car.
Right. How can someone tell that their relationship basically has no future?
If you're feeling the way we just talked about, and you know, maybe you're with somebody who isn't talking about the future, or somebody who treats you, they're on again, off again. Those are all signs that this person is just not into you and it doesn't have a future. And we're here to give you the strength to say, go snowstorm it out.
Well, you know, so it isn't just about breaking up, though, you say, with somebody. It's about a little bit more than that. It's about taking a stand for yourself and knowing whether or not, you know, what you need and whether or not you're making the right decision. I think you learn from these things, don't you?
100%. And sometimes we stay in things so long because we're afraid we're never going to find anybody that's good enough. And especially if you're in a toxic relationship, your bad partner might be telling you, you're never going to find anybody as good as me. You're too damaged. You're too old. You're too unattractive, whatever that is. And we stay stuck in those places. It is so time to get yourself out of a relationship like that if anything sounds resonant to you in what we just talked about.
Okay, so should people be 100% upfront and honest about the reason that they're breaking up with someone, or, you know, is it up to their discretion?
It's 100% up to your discretion. If your partner is reasonable and you can have conversations that are safe, then be honest about it. But there are situations that are unsafe and you may just need to get out and escape those situations. So it's really situation specific. But if it's in the normal scope of just having a breakup, then it's best to just say, listen, I think, you know, we're at the end of our wick. The candle has burned out. Let's go our separate ways. And your partner might even be relieved.
Right.
Or you Sex and the City Post-it note it. All right. If you are the one getting dumped, should you shake it off or take what the other person said as a hint that it's time to change?
You know, usually a bit of both is probably what we all do, right? You want to shake it off, but when you do get broken up with, you feel the paper cut or the stab wound, and look at yourself and take accountability for what you think your part in the relationship demise was, right? And if there's something to grow on, then work with that. But otherwise, if this person was just a full-blown narcissist that wanted to tear you down, shake it off like Taylor Swift and go find somebody else.
We love it, Bella. You're always breaking it down for us, keeping it real. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, for more of Bella's tips, or if you would like her help finding love, you can check out her website or follow her on Instagram at the Smart Dating Academy.